So I posted a video yesterday of the chassis that we found to go up underneath this 68 Kenworth here. And it's got, oh man, I don't know how many. It's a lot longer of a chassis than what's under this truck. So it's going to really look stretched out. It's got bigger fuel tanks and air ride, all that. So it's gonna be pretty cool. I got the transmission drive lines and all that stuff, because this truck here doesn't have a transmission in it. And I've looked at it a little bit closer here. It has a bunk heater in it. The bunk's in really nice shape. It does need some interior work, but I don't know. Boots, my wife, before she started in the truck, and she was a seamstress. And the first thing she did when she looked at this old truck was she looked in the inside of it. And so she's gonna stitch up an interior for this truck that is gonna be something special. So she'll do the panels for the bunk here and the interior for the front. But get looking in this thing, and there's one head still in the motor. There's two heads here. This is the main drive line. In the front of the truck is this is the drive line here to hook the rears together. And there's some valve train stuff and rocker covers and all. Some interior panels. More motor stuff, a turbo, just motor parts, which we got the 84 Kenworth, which has a big cam Cummins in it too, which is what was in here. So the plan is to take out of this truck what we're missing on the 84 and put that motor back together. And then when we strip this truck down, we'll put this motor in the shop and get it stripped down and see what it needs, and overhaul it in the future for a future project. And the chassis that we've got for this truck here has got a 3406E that's got a broke piston in it. So we're going to take that motor and put it up, and we'll overhaul it eventually. But like I said, Boots is gonna do the interior for this. We're gonna take this AC unit out the roof here and put an aftermarket AC in here. That's in the dash. And then we're gonna take all the gauges out of the truck, the parts chassis come off of, because the speedometer and all that stuff matches up with what's with that chassis. So we'll take all those parts and make them fit, make all those gauges fit in this dash. We're going to do a hardwood floor in here, and we'll probably make dash panels out of the same kind of wood. And this cool steering wheel right here, it was a foam padded wheel. So we'll clean this thing up, and we'll make, where it was foam, we'll make a wood rim for it. So it'll all be trimmed out in wood, and just really cool. I mean, I want to keep the old school look, but I want it to work like a new truck. So that's the plan. Hang on, we'll raise the hood and I'll let you see what's under the hood. I know I've done this before, but not in this detail. I mean, you see how simple this dash layout is. And we're gonna take all those gauges and transfer them into this dash, so we'll have a full instrumentation with all the switches and bells and whistles and stuff like a new truck would have. And then this heater box right here will be replaced with the aftermarket heater and air unit, so it will heat and cool like a new truck. And then we'll build us a custom wiring harness for it, so all the wiring will be new. But let's raise this hood and look and see what we got up under the hood. So under the hood we got a big cam, and like I said, we're gonna take what we need to put on the 84, and then the rest of this will be a core motor to build for a later project. But as you can see, it's real simple up under here, and actually the frame is really clean. So we'll save all these pieces, even though we're upgrading and we're going to put this cab on a newer chassis. We're going to save this because we have a bunch of trucks that we're working on, so we'll save these pieces. Pieces and parts are always good to have. It's got a single breather setup right here, old school single breather setup, and I got an idea. I want to put a dual breather setup on this truck, so we'll need to acquire or fabricate a panel here, and I've got an idea about some breathers that I'm going to share with you in the future I'm really excited about. I've seen it. It's not my idea. I saw somebody else do it and I thought it was cool, and I think it's going to work out really neat, so we're going to do that. And we're going to have a really cool truck here, so that's kind of what we got going on. And I wanted to show y'all something that I really didn't realize until I started looking at this truck. This model right here, when you look at a W900, what I've seen about it is it goes back to like 70 or something like that, 1970 or something like that, and you don't see anything else about it. And what I've found out, I think, is that these this truck here is actually not a W900. On the title it says W92, and actually I think, from the little bit of information I can find on it, and if any of you guys know, you can kind of share it with me in the comment section. But what I'm finding is that they made like a W923 and a 925. Like the 925, I think, was a torsion bar suspension, but anyhow, the title says W92, which it really doesn't matter to me. It's a cool truck, but one of the things, the most interesting things I found out about it is that the grill on it and the nose, I mean, it's obvious that it's got the round headlights. It's obvious that it's got the round headlights and everything. But in looking at this truck has a narrower grill shell than a regular W900, and I'll show you compared to the 68. Alright, so compared to the 68 back there compared to the 72. And if you can see in the distance, you can see how much wider the 72 grill right here is in comparison to the 68 grill. How narrow it is and how wide this grill right here is. So in other words, the nose on this truck It's pinched in like a needle nose Peterbilt. And I mean, I knew I liked it when I saw it, but I didn't realize, because I bought this 68 and the 72 from the same guy, and I thought, you know, it was just the same truck, except one was older than the other. But after looking at it carefully, I see that it is not. So that's another thing that excites me about this truck, is because it is really unique. So like I said, we got the new chassis, and we'll get it here and get it stripped down and just do a complete chassis overhaul on it. Brake drums, brake shoes, brake chambers, air lines, airbags, kingpins, steering linkage, front springs, all that stuff, and just make the chassis brand new. Got to we'll put new universals in the driveline. The transmission's a 15-speed, and then I've got a 3406 that we're gonna build to like 550 horse. I mean, the block is good. The motor doesn't have any miles on it, but we're gonna modify the motor to get about 550 horse out of it. We're gonna put tall stovetop pipes on it, and just polish and clean and paint it up. And you guys stick with us. It's gonna be a fun project. I'm looking forward to it, and y'all gonna see some stuff happening. This truck right here is gonna replace my W900 that is my driver now, and it's gonna be the truck that I drive regular. So like I said, y'all stand by, and we're gonna show you some cool stuff.